Let's be honest, we don't really get a lot of open world Western survival games, and if we do, they are mostly mediocre at best, ignoring Red Dead Redemption 2 a little bit because A, Red Dead Redemption 2, even the multiplayer is a lot, but definitely not a survival game, and B, Rockstar has completely abandoned the game, and as amazing as it is on its own, it never did get any new updates or leaving alone content. And this is where the legend of California is coming in. If you have missed it last week, there was a trailer which was announced. And normally, when this happens, a lot of games are just becoming silent and then they disappear for a while, and that's that. Not so with The Legend of California, because Jeff Kaplan, the producer and also founder of the studio working on the game, did a 10-hour live stream. And if you are thinking, wait a minute, Jeff Kaplan, that rings a bell. Yes, one of the main creators and people who worked on Overwatch at Blizzard, and then who had a big fight with the company. Basically, he got treated poorly, to say the least, and he left, opened up his own studio, hired a bunch of amazing creators. I think they are now around 34 people working on the game, and they started to work on The Legend of California. And again, he had a 10-hour live stream. And man, did he talk about the game and also showed the game. This was 10 hours of gameplay, uncut, unfiltered, no PR bullshit, just somebody who is really, really proud of the game and what they want to showcase, right? And what they have shown was just remarkable on a gameplay level. I have watched the whole 10 hours, and what they have shown and what they talked about, it all makes sense. You know how somebody is giving you an elevator pitch and it immediately clicks with you? Now, this was not an elevator pitch at all. This was more like a stagecoach pitch, which took a few hours, but it clicked. And even Jeff Kaplan admitted that the game is a slow burn and it would take a while till people understand fully what's all there. And what there is, even though this is still in alpha, is a lot. So, what is the game? Well, The Legend of California is, as I said, an open world survival game and plays around the time when there was the gold rush happening in California. And you ended up there, and now you started your own company and you also start the whole mining. But the game is not just about mining, that is just a part of the game. It's an important one, but what you're also doing is you're hunting for animals, you're hunting for bandits. So there is a lot of PvE in this game, right? They made it very clear that they are a PvE first game. So there are also a lot of trading to be done with other players. There are tons of points of interest, factions. You are leveling up your gear, and so on and so forth. You're building your own little ranch, and again, they are a PvE first game. But before you now think, oh man, this game could be amazing with PvP. Well, good news, there is PvP in the game. There will be PvP zones at the beginning, and when you are going into the PvP zones, you have like a few seconds before you're being flagged for PvP. And if you should die in the PvP zone, you will not lose your gear. You will only lose the stuff which is marked as contraband. Basically, everything you found in the PvP zone is being marked as contraband. So if somebody kills you, they can take that. Reminds me quite a bit of the Dark Zone in The Division. They have the same system, right? And so, till you are extracting with the contraband, you're in danger to lose that. In PvE, you only lose a little bit of money, and then you can decide for yourself if you want to take that back or not. But before people say, oh man, why do they not have full blown PvP on all the servers? Like, I want to just shoot all the players. Well, for you people, don't you worry. They're listening. If they get the feeling in the alpha that that is what the people want, they have no problems with spinning up servers which will be marked for PvP and where you can attack each other and raid each other like in Rust whenever you like. Like, they admitted that they are Rust players. They play a lot of Rust. They love it. So they definitely have an eye out for the PvP. Why do they not do that right from the beginning in the alpha? The answer is pretty simple: testing. They admit that they are a small studio and really get a lot of people together to figure out the PvP and what the people want. They haven't done that yet. So the alpha they will run on March 26th till March 30th is relatively small. And this is the first time people outside of the company and friends will play this game. Right? This is their first test. And this is an actual alpha. The game is not coming out in 2 or 3 months. After the alpha, there will be at some point a beta. And after the beta, there will be the early access, probably later in the year or even at the end of the year. So, yeah, this game is still quite a bit off, but it already looks so good. The environment, the surroundings, the world, the animals, the enemies, right? They're not just humans there are also tons of animals you can then skin and use for clothing. And just like the longer you watch this game, the more you understand what they wanted to achieve with this. And to make this very clear, yes, this game is built around realism, but it's not realistic. They have said it themselves. If they feel like they can change something or add something which is just fun when it comes to gameplay, they will do that. Well, they have already done that. Like, a few weapons are not 100% realistic, and also they added a glider to the game. Yes, there's a glider, and if you say, wait, how is that realistic? Jeff Kaplan explained it himself, and he said it isn't. It's a video game, right? So yeah, they are doing that for sure, and I'm okay with it. I had too many games which undermine their own fun because they try to be too realistic, and it just became a suffering simulator. And so I don't mind at all. The one thing I want to mention, and after watching the 10 hours of the stream, they couldn't really explain fully yet, was the reset. So apparently the idea is that the game is being resetted once a month on the official servers, right? And yes, you will keep some stuff, like things you will unlock through challenges are apparently things you will keep. And they also said that the progression in the game is very fast. And so it doesn't matter too much that they are resetting the servers every month. Personally, not a fan of that. I have seen this in Once Human. I have seen this in other PvE games who do like a reset. Icarus started with the reset, and they all kind of added consistent servers. Like in the PvP scenario, I can totally understand that. They are good reasons for it to have a reset. But in a PvE game, especially where you do trading and all that, and you slowly build up your home, you build up your character, not every person has the time to play as much as they did, let's say, last month, right? So you were telling people, hey, you couldn't play for the first 3 weeks of the month. Now you have only a week left. Do you really want to start a new run, or do you want to wait another week? It's not good. That never ends well. So that's the only thing I was not a big fan of. Now I have to see it in action, and I need to see some more explanations from the team here, what their plan exactly is and why they are doing that anyways, which they haven't really answered yet. But everything else looks already polished, well thought out, and passion. So much passion. I highly recommend to watch the 10-hour stream, which I will, by the way, put down below in the video description. Even if you can just watch it for an hour or so, to see a development team just answering questions without a PR person sitting behind them with the gun in their bag and be like, don't answer that, move on. We want to hype up the people, shut up about it. None of that exists in that video. It's just people being absolutely hyped that they can finally showcase this game they really believe in, and they're doing exactly that. As I said, also very important, Alpha is coming, the March of 26th, running to the 30th. They have already said, please keep in mind, the Alpha will be a very small test. This is the first time they're getting the hands of people on this game, and they don't want to break it completely. So keep that in mind. But I'm hyped for it. Like, I cannot wait to finally get my hands on it. After 10 hours, I was like, I want to play this now. Like, oh my gosh, they have completely thought out the whole thing. This is amazing. And as I said right at the beginning, we don't really get a lot of open world Western survival games, which seem to be good. And this game seems to be exceptional. So I'm looking forward to it. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like. Also, if you're new to the channel, you want to see more of The Legend of California and RPGs and survival games, which is what we are focusing on here on the channel, please do not forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. With that said, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.